As Michael Jordan's storied career took flight, his otherworldly talent and relentless drive to prevail astonished basketball fans globally. However, MJ was more than merely a superstar. He consistently found ways to shock the world with larger-than-life performances under the brightest spotlights. Let's reminisce on 10 monumental moments that left jaws lying on the floor. Who could ever forget March 29, 1982? Despite only being a college freshman, Jordan sank an NBA range jumper with mere seconds left to clinch North Carolina's national championship victory over Patrick Ewing's vaunted Georgetown Hoyas. The Tar Heels only advanced as far as Jordan could carry them on his back, foreshadowing even bigger heroics to come at the professional level. When MJ later entered the NBA draft after his junior year, he was immediately astounded with gravity-defying dunks and acrobatic improvisational moves he had never before witnessed. Legendary dunk contest rival Dominique Wilkins vividly recalled laying eyes on Jordan's pre-game warm-up routine for the first time. "I'd never seen anyone jump that effortlessly high with such ease and control. I was in complete awe, and so were the hometown Chicago fans witnessing him fly." Jordan brought must-see Showtime theater and energy that revitalized the league. During his 1988 MVP and Defensive Player of the Year campaigns, Jordan achieved an unprecedented basketball peak by capturing the sport's top individual honors on both ends of the floor in the same season. He evolved into the undisputed standard barrier as an unstoppable scoring champ and perimeter shutdown artist wrapped in the same lethal package. A ruthlessly well-rounded competitor, unmatched in both conditioning and technique, combined with an extra gear of athletic brilliance. In the 1991 NBA Finals against Magic Johnson's Lakers, Jordan managed to battle severe migraines and borderline dehydration to rally the Bulls from a 20-point deficit, scoring 33 of his 37 points after halftime. Newspapers across the country read, "Jordan defies his own pain," as he displayed transcendent toughness and ironclad determination to overcome temporarily debilitating exhaustion for the sake of his teammates. Precisely 1 year later, in 1992, Jordan faced rival Clyde Drexler's Portland Trail Blazers amidst the air versus air debate comparing their talents. Jordan emphatically unleashed 6 first-half three-pointers, punctuated by his iconic resigned shoulder shrug directly to the broadcast booth, as if to say stopping his offensive onslaught proved child's play. He finished with a record 35 points in the opening 2 quarters alone, affirming before the world that he had zero peers. In 1995, coming off his first shocking retirement and stint playing minor league baseball, Jordan showed virtually no rust upon returning to Chicago by hitting a series-clinching pull-up over the New York Knicks. Despite inadequate time to round into prime shape, he instantly resumed, willing the injury-riddled Bulls to victory. Jordan averaged 31 points in those pressure-packed playoffs to capture his 4th title in trademark workhorse fashion, rubbing salt in the wounds of those who claimed he declined as an aging star. Against Seattle's tenacious Gary Payton in the 1996 Finals, an under-the-weather Jordan notably battled severe nausea and dehydration to drop a resilient 38 points, including a back-breaking three-pointer late in the contest to seal the outcome. The performance famously entered lore as the revered flu game because Jordan simply refused to ever let the Bulls lose when he stepped on the hardwood in any compromised physical condition, instead raising his output to even greater heights through extraordinary effort. Then, in 1998, Jordan's final iconic shot as a Chicago Bull to defeat Utah delivered one last crowning dose of last-second memorability that encapsulated his career. He first pushed off on defender Brian Russell to create separation, then launched his trademark mid-range jumper with Russell's hand in his face for the storybook championship-winning bucket. When asked about the subtle push-off after the game during interviews, Jordan slyly smirked and responded, "What push-off? I don't know what you're talking about." And even during his 2002 Washington Wizards comeback as he approached age 40, The supposedly over-the-hill Jordan turned back the clock by registering a vintage 51-point display against the Charlotte Hornets. He gave his last dying breaths as a player that season, rolling back the years in a final blaze of glory, even as an aging veteran on his last legs, seeking one more fleeting glimpse of previous all-time greatness. Beyond his playing career, at the emotional 2020 memorial service for friend and Nike pupil Kobe Bryant, Jordan shed tears while offering intimate tales of their intertwined bonds through mentorship, commercials, and fierce on-court rivalry. Here stood Jordan, the man rather than the myth, expressing heartfelt paternal compassion for the fellow great who followed most closely in his hallowed footsteps. Through lingering grief emerged hope that Bryant and others might carry on Jordan's basketball legacy to future generations. So how did Jordan consistently manage to pull off the seemingly implausible with steely grace under fire year after year? When a reporter once asked Phil Jackson this same question, the wise Zen master responded, "Individual talent wins games periodically, but intelligence plus teamwork always wins championships consistently." Jordan fused supernatural physical gifts with a borderline monastic work ethic, as well as student-of-the-game attention to detail on fundamentals. Jordan's longtime faithful sidekick, Scottie Pippen, perfectly summarized his iconic former running mate. Every single night for over a decade, Michael arrived prepared to compete with maximum intensity for 48 minutes. He consciously raised the performance and preparation of everybody around him, opposites, teammates, and coaches alike. Unwavering consistency ultimately manifested sustained greatness. So there you have it, 10 unbelievable times Michael Jordan has achieved the inconceivable to flabbergast basketball fans across the globe, earning his undisputed GOAT label. But does his legend have another chapter awaiting him as the principal owner of the Charlotte Hornets franchise he now oversees? Stay glued, folks. With Jordan still prominently involved, one should always expect the unexpected.